and welcome back. If this is the first time you are seeing me on your screen, my name is Sarah Ajagbe. If you're hoping to upgrade your makeup skills and your beauty skills, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. You know how I feel about you already. Thank you very much for always coming back. This video is a basic eyeshadow tutorial, for it is very beginner friendly. If you don't know how to do your eyeshadow, please keep on watching this video. Without further welcome. So as the title of the video has said, this is a basic eyeshadow tutorial. You need to slay your eyeshadow. To have a perfect eyeshadow, here are the basics. Here are the things that you need. You need an eyeshadow brush. You need an eyeshadow brush. Eyeshadow brushes are very important. They are most times flat and rounded brushes. You also need the king of them all, blending brushes for your eyeshadow. They come in different sizes, different shapes. Blending brushes are like the eyeshadow itself. Also, you need your eyeliner. You need an eyeshadow base, as usual. Also, you need a mascara. Mascara is very important to your eyeshadow. And also, the eyeshadow itself, you need an eyeshadow. Either it comes in palette or single ones. Eyeshadow itself. So moving on, to start your eyeshadow, you start with using your eyeshadow base. You apply your eyeshadow base all around your eye. You blend it properly, like this. I'm using a small blending brush to apply my eyeshadow all over my eye. You make sure it is well blended and you let it go into the skin. Because I have a small eye, I'm going a bit above my lid, and I blend it in properly. As I always say, you are always advised to do your makeup simultaneously if you are not very good at it. So I blend the other eye immediately also. The key to a good eyeshadow is to know your eye very well. Knowing your eye shape, knowing how your eye looks is going to help you to determine whatever you want to do on your eye. Since you can use the eyeshadow to reshape your eye, eyeshadow goes a very long way in your outlook. You can use it to reshape your eye. You can use it to do so many things. Once I have blended and I like what I have and I'm okay with and I'm satisfied with my eyeshadow base, the next thing I do is to do my crease colors. For crease colors, you need to know that you use only matte eyeshadows. When I mean matte, I mean dry, powdery eyeshadows alone on your crease. You are not advised to use a shiny shadow on your crease so as not to be looking funny. So for my crease color, I'm going to be starting with the shade Hunt. It's called Hunt from this palette. Please note how I place my eyeshadow. The way I start from the edge first before I move inside, so as not to go and overdo it or do more than I'm meant to do. So I start from outside, then I work my way into the eyes. I do it gently and lightly. As usual, I move to the other side and I go in like that. Your crease colors are most times neutral shades. Neutral, apart from it being matte, they advise to be neutral shades like brown or reddish brown, something like that, orange, yellow. Those are good transition shades. They are also called, those are what we call transition shades. You keep blending, you don't move. For eyeshadow, it takes patience. You don't rush it. You try to blend. You make sure you are okay with what you have before you move in, and before you continue. You make sure that whatever you are trying to achieve, you've gotten it before you go further. Then I take another blending brush. I take a more big and wide, a more fluffy blending brush. Then I take another shade, a much more softer one. I'm using the shade Porter, so it is more soft than the first one I used, and I'm going to start from the front of my eyes. I'm going to start with the beginning part of my crease, just sweeping it gently, sweeping it gently. Please know that in whatever you are doing, you're advised to always go back with the first one, just to make sure that you're on the safe side. I continue with the same Porter shade. I use it for the front part of my eyes. Key to a very clean eyeshadow is blending, so I'm not going to rush it. I take my time. I go back with the Porter shade, the other shade I started with, that's Haunts, and I just make sure they are both seamless and natural, and you don't know where you're going to, where one is starting and where one is ending. After this, once you think that you are okay with your eyeshadow blend with your crease colors, you then move on to the lid. For my lid, before I do my lid, I blend. You're advised to blend out the primer once again, because lines would have been, because it has gotten crease lines from opening. So I blend it all out again before I go in with my lid color. And for lid colors, you're advised to do anything bright. You can use any kind of eyeshadow for your lid, from shimmer to sheer to matte kind of eyeshadows. You can use any kind of eyeshadow for your lid. For this look, I'm going to be using the shade Queen for my lid. For eyeshadow, whatever you are doing, the gradient goes from light to the darkest. If you want to use 3 colors of eyeshadow on your lid, you start with the lightest here and you end with the darkest. You don't do whatever you are doing on your eyes. You have to know that the lightest color has to be starting from here and the darkest color has to be here. Please note that. For this color, I'm just going to be using one color over my lid. The same goes for this side. Doing your makeup simultaneously can never be overemphasized. It saves you a lot of time, and it makes you know what you are doing. Not the way I am pasting my eyeshadow. I repeat, I am pasting. I am not sweeping over my eyeshadow on my lid. I am pasting it. I am doing it gently and I'm pasting it. I am not dragging over the lid. I am pasting over the lid. This way you have a much more, you get this way the intensity of your eyeshadow is maintained. You'll be able to maintain the intensity of your eyeshadow and not look shabby. As I have said earlier, once I'm done with the first one, you go back again to whatever you have done and add, and just to blend it out, you go back with the same brush. I'm going back with the same blending brush and I'm blending into each other so as to avoid harsh lines. I think I want to make it a little darker at the edge, so I'm going to go in with this blending brush, and I'm going to use a darker color like Cheap. I want to use a darker color like Cheap just at the edge to give it to give more depth to the eyeshadow. With this, and I like what I see, I just move on to first dusting off the excesses under my eye. Use my mascara first. Once I'm done with this, I do my eyeliner next. Using a liquid liner, I just wear it all over I wear it just on my lash line. After this, then I go in with my eyeliner under the eye. So I'm going to finish up my makeup off camera and I'll back shortly. So here's the finished look. Thank you very much for staying through. Thank you very much for watching till this point. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends. Let me know what you want me to film next for you in the comment section. I'll be waiting. Thank you. Bye bye.